Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ladyhill. Now, what was we into March? Like I said, February was just a month of keeping things ticking over. March is obviously the month of planting. See here? Oats are ready, but I've also decided. So we have 3 fields there ready to plant. These back two are both going to be oats. This front one, the biggest one, I'm going to shove onions on. I'm also tempted to buy that field because that field is apparently in a cultivated state, so it's ready to go. Now, I just want to show you, the game is trolling me hard right now. Look at my used vehicle section. You guys know I love Fence. Now it's like, yeah, choose from two. The month after, I spent a lot of money on this bad boy. This probably is the better tractor because this has a lot more power, higher top speed, and my seed is actually on the top of the other field, isn't it? And what was it first, actually think about it, he's not quite ready to move it, it is. Get this guy on the move. Game with that front weight on, this thing's struggling a little bit with the trailer when it gets this heavy. Basically, this guy's going to go off and dump all this other day for us. I think Dave's going to have to start selling milk before too long, so we're going to literally overflow our production point. So while he does that, I'll go and pick up our seed, which, like I said, we shoot at the top of the other field. Once the other Deutsch is done, he'll come back down, we can reload him with manure and send him back. I am tempted by that field 6. I think that was one of the fields I said I should buy anyway, is that not the way we get to the back of our fields? It is. If I was to buy that as well, I could do 3 little oat fields. I'm going to say we're going to have to rent an onion planter, we're going to have to plant some onions. Now I know what I'm going to do actually before I do this. No, I don't need to. I have a trick, because the onion plant is a bit like the vegetable planter was. But it has a really low capacity, it's like 30 litres. However, there's a trick to boost it, which is if you stick a seed tank on the front, the game just sees it as a seed tank. It doesn't matter what it's connected to or what seed it's supposed to be. So as a result, you can seed tank from boom, 3,000 litres. And they don't use onions fast, so you end up never having to reload it. I don't want to turn around into another tractor that hasn't got narrow tyres on, so I will destroy my crop. You know what, sod it. Thank you. That wasn't the button I meant to press. I had to put the beacons on, but I wanted to press the higher worker button. It's like I said, so we're going to do oats. Only need 2, and like I said, if I buy field 6 quickly, the other field's going to be oats. Has he got out yet? Yeah, he's actually nearly in there. I'm going to top this off with seeds as well, just because I'm not sure the rate it will use them, but 25% feels a little low to me. Obviously, I think animals' food levels are good. Cows are going to get ready for more straw pretty soon. I've been taking another 3 bales across. I might actually just nip the bale king on for that. Hold on. So they're actually still full of straw. Yes, they are. Food's down a bit, but I've only got a day's worth. Can sell that in a second. He's nearly there. But you maybe like 2 seed pallets stuck in the ground here before, so I've obviously removed one of them. The other one of them I pinged off because I used the trick where you just grab hold of it and just shake it around till it moves. I don't know where it went, which is slightly worrying. What's worrying me is, oh no, it's a grass. It's a grass. Why would the game? I would know a bit of a grass field. That's not something the AI normally ever does. So what I need to do is I need to that. Should be enough, shouldn't it, folks? Nearly 80%. And then later on we will be renting an onion planter and probably a front feed thingy. I would say I don't know. Will it take a full tank of slurry? I might just take a little slurry using the little tanker. I've no doubt that'll be building again. I've got to get used to that. This thing's actually got some really good speed to it. This drill I bought ages ago because these drills are pretty good for a great balance, great working with. Yeah, okay, they don't fertilise, but that's no biggie. A low horsepower usage, kind of superb. Here we go, the oats. Oats are just default to oats so many times in this. It's an easy one. Like I say, I tend to end up with a grain mill. And oats are always a good option for a grain mill, just make good wheat. Don't think this thing's a start drill noise, so it won't plant over that grass sadly. Will, however, plant the rest. We'll want rolling, so that's another job I'm going to need one of them to do. Probably a bit more professional than I usually do, rather than just like crashing into everything. Thought I could get in when you come back to get in with the field roller. I said I'm really professional that I'm reversing with it lowered into the ground. Great way to bend the seed things. I'll get the head on them. By that point, I think the other guy should be done, so I'll go and swap him over onto the roller and get him over here. Do I trust the AI to roll? I guess I'm kind of going to have to. Oh, I'm making a hash of this. But hopefully as well, the soil types will work well for us. Lower than the mediums, it's not too bad. Because it's that blue type's the problematic type. So yeah, I think it was this one you used to cut through to get to. Which is good because they're all the same crops, all ready to harvest at the same time, so it's not like we have to try and run them over. But this is not a big field, it's not going to be a lot of it. If we combine them all, it does mean I'm double oating these back two, which I don't usually like to do, but kind of at a stage where we can't really afford to be that picky at the moment. In a few years' time, when things are better, actually, hopefully you already be back. Okay. Still 6 gigs for that roller one. I'm pretty sure you got the horsepower for it. I would have thought the agri-cell would be about ready by now. Hopefully, obviously, we've not got another cell coming out probably till next cell season, so what I am kind of hoping for is we look at the beer production. If that gets to 20%, I'm going to stop production of hops because I think I'll have enough to certainly get us started. Yeah, so he's nearly done, but it's not quite. The onions are going to take a while because even the biggest onion planter isn't actually that big. The same we'll need. You use a weird kind of harvest. Use a harvester that goes on the back, unless I use a Colossus. We'll see where we are at the time. The reason I'm doing field A, at least, is one of the biggest fields. Well, the biggest fields we have currently isn't already planted. Because if I'm going to be renting equipment, I want the field to be worth it. Basically, is my thoughts on the matter. I don't want to be Oh, he's just gonna turn and hit the fence, which is okay. Oh, hang on, sorry, I'm second headland, aren't I? Actually, that might just hold him back there till I'm ready. That's probably not the worst thing in the world. Oh, why is there a gap there? Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a second headland. Did you? I grabbed the wrong lane before. But the onions will be a slower. But it does prep us. If we can make that work, that means that potatoes become more possible. If we have more land, we to plant something like that with onions, I think would generate us an insane amount of money. Plus, our onions are a very profitable crop. Very profitable. I mean, we did well last year on everything we had. We got kind of lucky there. I think we sold at a good point, and it's paid for quite a lot of things. And when we bought this, we bought 2 new fields. We bought obviously a new tractor. I think we bought like 3 new tractors because we had the John Deere, obviously. We sold the John Deere for this. And then we've kept this. We've also bought. So we bought the old Deutsch first, and then we kept the old Deutsch, but we also got this, the new one. Yeah, fantastic combination. Yeah, this thing's a bit high on hours, but it'll do exactly what we need. I believe I've set the mod up so it doesn't actually cost us repairs. Repairs are going to be ridiculous on this game. I do want one of those too, though. Out the two, I'd take the 720 if it was a straight shot between them, but I'm going to bring this guy through and over towards my next field, and I'm going to set the air up to roll that field. Then I know they'll need fertilising, that's no biggie. Doing all that what we need to. Come on, stop it. I am reversing the roll. I wonder if I've actually got cost preset on you. Oh yeah. So now if we crack on, let's rock and roll. What a difference having decent sized equipment makes. Hey, look, that's both those fields done. Maybe missing out a little corner or two, but I'm not too worried about that. I noticed the Aguilar's got back, so I will sort out and send him. Hang on, this is a grass field, I have to be careful, do I? I may just reload him and send him back out. Oh, the grass cut. Probably not actually, probably wait. No, could be something for next time. I want to get the onions in, that's going to be my next picture. Obviously, I'll go and sort him out first. I'll leave this down here. Yeah, he's still working. I'm amazed I didn't actually have to help him out a bit more, but I was expecting him to keep getting stuck on the freaking fences like they normally do, but no, very well behaved AI. Wants to know that I'm gunning for them. So I'm now looking at the money. It's obviously say we're going to try and make the money last till we next do a sell, which could be a little bit off yet. I'm just gonna. No, this isn't strictly legal, but go over there for now. I was going to with a lot more to sell because obviously more land, but it seems to be once again it seems about breaking even. I'll probably turn the hops off, say once it gets to 10-15%. I said 20 before, but once I think we've got quite a bit in there, I will probably turn the hops off certainly to begin with, just because I don't know how much. Don't push my tractor. I don't know how quickly the process of making beer is going to go through them. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably not put all the barley in at once. Put a bit in, see how it gets through it, store the rest, because the rest can be chicken food or can be sold or... There's another full load for you to send back. Yeah, excellent. You know, me and this guy are going to go to I have to do that quick, because look at the time. I'm going to cheat here a little bit. Because I want to be able to go and buy the damn... Or at least rent the damn seed drill, and if I'd have left it anywhere it was literally, as usual for me, it was going to be sodding midday, just the time when the salesman goes for his lunch. Two generations of apples start here. Well, don't call back there, it's that one up there. No, I don't know what that says on the side of the bottom there. I think it's need the overtake. Come on, go for it. Man, he got his speed up alright, didn't he, in the end? Obviously not much can match, well, nothing we have on the farm right now can match this super speed. I'll put the time back up to where it was once we have the onion planter in our hands. We're now back to our very familiar place to us. Oh, this guy's happy. He's like, not missed a lot either, which is nice. I wonder if I should on this like in Lego, I don't know if I can delete some of these hedges. I've attempted to, like I've been doing in my Kinley single player, which I've been sort of putting fields together. I think I've tried before. I don't know why, but this area sort of makes me think like Australia. Like since you see in Australia in the Dakar, going through bushland. Let's him back off, he's nearly back. So, onion planter. No game, I know. Yeah, he's the actual onion planter, see, it's not the biggest thing in the world. The capacity of 27 litres, but as I say, if you get a bit clever, good to hear seed tanks, there's one down here that's really cheap, good capacity. For wine, I might as well use that. I'm honestly hoping one thing of seed will be enough. I didn't rent that thing, didn't I? Hang on, they're actually the same make, but they just happen to be the same colours. Ah! Remember I said there was a pallet of fertiliser we're missing? It looks like the game we saved to the store. So like I say, usually 27 litres, which I think is a reasonable amount anyway, but I don't want to risk running out, so by having the 1,000 litres on the front as well, we're just gonna... I'll stop dropping that. I've messed up here now, this one can only do fertiliser. Yeah, that's why I normally use the other one. Fertiliser only, this one can do either. You know, I'm going to see the cost of that. That was just a silly mistake by me. Thank you. As I said, please pick up the seeds and the fertiliser. I know it's only half, but hopefully it's still going to be enough to do everything we want. If not, I'll have to go and get some out of my own collection, which got rattled down because I topped the seed drill off. However, obviously that thing's got a massive tank, so at least that will last us. Obviously after this we've no more, unless we end up buying another field or we end up in a contract, we shouldn't have any more harvesting to do. But by that theory we shouldn't have to use it again. We've got a bit of fertilising to do, which I don't know whether to invest in a bigger fertiliser. Maybe try renting one of those to see what they're like. But then we can just set the AI off doing it. Which he's got an extra pallet or two with him just in case, and then just let him get on with it. Actually, this is field. This was a grass field. We've cut this down. I missed. No, this is the one I did your entrance into. I need to open the gate. Just thinking while I'm here, do I want to send this guy to field 6? Yes, I do. You may as well get it done. So time can go back up now because obviously we've got what we need. Right, so for this I'm going to do with 2 or 3 headlands. Make sure, yeah. Has anyone else on the map done onions, by the way? I mean, we. I know there's a couple of 101, 58. What that could mean is that could be good for us. 58, that's not withered, no. That could be good for us because it could mean that when we come to harvest time, if they're ready as well, we can get them as a contract. Then that becomes fantastic because that then means you can use the equipment for the contract as well and basically sort of offset your costs a little bit. By doing that, you just make sure you're not gonna. I always find if I was renting, I always used to claim with harvesters as well, if I could do a contract that at least made me what the harvester rental was, then at least I was doing my own job for nothing. You know, it's never a terrible thing. So as you see, this is a low speed job. I'm going to increase speed limits because I think the horsepower of this tractor means it's not going to be a problem. Hopefully get around here a little bit faster. Other than that, obviously these fields all need rolling. Then we'll be waiting on our first harvest. Will it be the barley and the canola? But it'll be that canola field, won't it? Because the canola field we bought is actually a stage ahead of the one we planted. It must have been planted a month before. Make sure we get like these corners and that. Oh. I wonder if there's a contract to actually plant onions as well over here, because once again, like I said, offset the cost of your rental. Worth checking that. Shop is going to close. That's not the shop I want. I'm an idiot. Oh, just a grass field. Yeah, so we used 2 litres to do the headland. Now, if we were just using the front, the maximal thing, we'd have a lot less left. So like I said, he's hopefully going to do all this field. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this guy going. I'm sure it's going to take him long at all because he's got a massive working with. Missed a bit there. Timing it. I'll get on the way back. So we're going to get on. So folks, just enjoy. didn't need those seed tanks. I think we used 17 litres of seed in the end, which is slightly annoying because it means I sort of wasted £1,000 on 2 extra seed tanks. But at least it meant we got to bring the whole pallet back in one go. That's the bonus. So let's get the fertiliser down on this field quickly. And we'll need it rolling with the roller. Currently still working on the other field over there, which is the one that needs fertilising. So in that case, we have all our fields turned around in one day, and that ain't bad. I mean, that probably means next month will be a grass cutting month again. Which, come on, get moving. Thank you. And wait, next month we'll cut the 2 grass fields. I'm going to check how much a conveyor belt is, and if it's not expensive I'll get one set up and I'll get the pit cleared. Because at the moment it's like, yeah, I can do it with the manually with the telehandler. I didn't realise we'd been renting our field roller all this time. I wish I'd known that. I probably would have cancelled that rental sooner. Keep pressing race, I'm used to how the I'll do a lot of right, so what are you doing to you? Where are you actually going now? We can actually go home. I want to go to the sell point. I'm going to sell this plough because I don't think we need it. And then might be a little bit cheaty. Give me a second. I'll walk into a plough. I bet that will friggin' hurt like hell. It's not worth a lot, but it's all helping. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look over here. Because there's a pallet of fertiliser. It's the pallet I pinged off earlier. You know, I can get it on this trailer. I can take it over the field. Where I'm working. Now we're going to need one last one for. Tonight, let's have a luckily because of precision farming, it didn't just like burn through it all. Especially if I need it for doing that field over there that maybe while it's still rolling I can have the one extra pallet. To sort of show you guys quickly when I get the onion. Obviously you can do it with that or you can do it with these two. Then you gotta use. I don't know if you dump on the ground what you use to pick them up. Don't you use a forage harvest? I'm gonna have to do some research on that. Is there anything in the help text? Nope. Doesn't appear to be. That's why I'm gonna have to do some research on exactly how I do it. Obviously we'll get this thing reloaded up and then it can be used for. I expected the AI to be about here actually. Oh, he's flying down the lane as we speak. That's the majority of yours, move you out of the way. But I was doing some research. I've noticed like on the side of this thing where it says like 451 cubes, so I was just looking. I did a quick Google and going to Google, that's a 7.4 litre engine. Now I know we call this like our really small tractor. But 7.4 litres is not a small engine. I would honestly think that's probably a bigger engine than the Fendt has, because the Fendt, from memory, Fendt use MAN engines. It's usually like a 6 litre in some of that size, so yeah, the map sort of is our smallest tractor because the engine size it certainly isn't. I'd have to look into what all the different machines have. Off the top of my head, I don't know them unfortunately. The good old tractordata.com website could come in useful again. So what do we do? I'm hoping he's not far finished here, the guy over here. Like he's on his last line actually, yes, that's perfect. I'm gonna get the AI to do this just so I can get on with other jobs. Yep, so he's done, so he can now go over. Like a big old swapsy here, but it just means everything's getting done. And at the end of this day, I say the next day there'll be no field work other than, like I said, I think I'm going to mow the 2 grass fields. It's going to be a day working on silage, what to do. I think I'm going to try and get a conveyor belt. I really do. This will be a quicker way of unloading the silage than going through. Now the thing is, we're not going to need it all in our cow food maker. That makes me wonder if we're going to end up selling some of it. Now we sell it to the BGA where we get paid back slower, but I think you get more. Or we sell it to wherever's giving us the best price, where obviously we're getting instant payout. I'm going to move him over to the same field as the guy's working in, just so if he needs more fertilizer, loses some more here. This little trailer's a handy thing to have, because like I say, we have the big trailer, which don't get me wrong, it's brilliant, but oh dear. The big trailer is brilliant, but for like jobs like this, it would be a bit unwieldy for like carrying one pallet. At least this little trailer will still carry 4 or 5, I would say, looking at it. Actually, looks like it's nearly done already. Take this back to the farmyard. I don't want to leave a tractor permanently parked at the PGA, it's just how it's happening at the moment. I'm just trying to get that pile of manure down. And if it gets bigger, it gets in the way. Where we're trying to maneuver vehicles to load them. If it's worth looking at the belt up now, I'll tell you what. Turn you back on, let you fill up. It says under 5,000 mineral feed and it uses bugger all of it, so don't worry about that. And if I go and get a belt now, we try him, at least we can see if it's going to work. So I remember the belts aren't that expensive. Stop this trailer here, because I think I know a trick where I can bring that trailer back as well as the other guy if I need to. I think I need 2 belts. I think you need the one to pick it up off the floor, and you need then the second one to lift it behind to get it in the trailer. I think if I've got my belt knowledge correct. Once again, to get into the store before it closes. Don't think you can actually tow 2 at once, but I think I can figure out a way. I remember the belts aren't big expensive, so as long as we can stay above about 50k, I'm happy. And in mind, say the only cost I know that's coming up for definitely is renting a harvester. Oh, tempting. Whether there's one that a bird can pick up straight from the ground in one go, I don't think so, but we can double check. Here we are. So belt system, belt system. Will this guy do it all in one go? Needs to be trying to make. Well, this big guys like this will do it all at once. But it has got the connection point. No, I don't think. You're looking at these two. I've said about 50k just. Are you finished already? I'm actually hoping that trailer might connect under this. It also might bug out horribly and like fling through the side of the map, but you don't know if you don't try. Yes, that's fun. I'll take it on me, which is a shame. I think this is a pinion connection, so it should do it. Oh, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. I think if you went over a bad bump or something, you risk making contact, but as it stands, they seem to be quite happy with each other. I think if we can turn that back off. Oh, is he turning that way? The way he was turning was scaring me for good reason, because he was turning completely the wrong direction. Plus, yes, now what I need to do is try and get both of these back to the farmyard. Yeah, I can connect to that one. Okay. You reckon that'll stay on there if we get about the farm? Do you want to stay on there with my stationery? Isn't exactly feeling with good confidence. Do it on your side if you want, I ain't fussed about that. Oh god, I'm actually in the bell. Can I see Willie? These guys have a tow ball on them, but obviously it's to connect, it's not to do what I'm trying to do here. It's to connect them together so that they don't fly apart when you're... So I get that dead centered. That actually looks remarkably more stable than I expected it to. I think we should jump cut to back in the yard. Well, it was stable enough to make it, folks. That's got to be a good sign. Let's lift it now. What we need to do is we need to set these up. This one goes in first. Into that mode. Obviously we'll have to move it out of the way when we fill the pit and whatnot, but it's just a way of hopefully making things a little easier. Yep, so he's now full. So now what we do is we have to unfold this guy. Remember? I think I've actually gone the wrong way around, and it's going to take me absolute eternity to spin that thing. I'm not getting like an unfold option, so... Actually, that's done that, so... Okay, I obviously have no idea what this thing's doing at this point. I think I've got the wrong one here. I know, this middle one's the wrong one, isn't it? I bought the wrong frigging thing. Okay. I need to return. I'll bring you back and you a bit happier. Once again, another jump. Here we are with what this time I'm hoping is the correct belt. This needs to make more sense because this is the one that can definitely do the height. Once again, connect these two together. Yeah, and that does that, and that does that. And we've got to test it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the trailer, offload what I can into our monster. I might even give the cows a feed at the time because I think they'll be ready for it. Question is, will they take a full trailer though? Because if they will, that would be ideal. Yes, it looks like they pretty much will, so... The light's fading on, I'm going to be done soon, but... We've definitely got some different things going, got some interesting stuff coming up. The onion harvest is going to be something worth looking at. Let's see. Should take all this side, I'm going to turn it back on because it can start producing again as soon as we're... I don't think it will take it all, actually, 68,000 litres. Shit. Can leave about 4,000 litres in the front trailer. Oh well, plan B. Turn that back off. We'll just try and refill this guy using the belt, and if that works, we'll just sell this next time. Should be able to just drive under here. And it's filling. So that's good. So now we own both the guys. I've hired purchased this, so it costs us like 800 a month. Pretty much nothing. Because that was a little bit more money. But as we are there and we look at this guy, I'll let this guy finish off. Well, thank you for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out the rest of the channel. A lot of great stuff there. A lot of fantastic things going on. And until next time, see you. Goodbye.